thinking you were out of Fort Worth. I don't know why.
Well, our shop's out of Weatherford, so we're trying to base our
okay.
business out of the Weatherford area because
Okay, that's why I thought
kind of the dumpster business is going to be hard to make any money out in
Yeah.
middle of nowhere, especially being so far away from a dump. We had to take all that into consideration. So
Where do you dump at?
mostly I dump in Kennedale,
Okay.
but that's kind of like the learning process I've went through and talking to other dumpster companies, finding all these different places to dump. And
okay.
I mean, even Granbury, I was dumping in Cleburne for the longest time because I didn't know as a company I could go to Glenrose, so I was bypassing that every time I dumped y'all, except for the last one.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. And so I guess are some landfills open only to like professionals and some are open to retail?
Like Decatur is you have to live there. A lot of places you can dump there, but they're going to charge you like crazy unless you have like a water bill or something like that. So
Is that what Stephenville does?
Stephenville, no, you can dump there.
Anybody
You just can't dump anything that would produce a house fly. So
okay.
a lot of construction stuff I could dump there, stuff like that. But if it was like somebody cleaning out their garage and there's trash and stuff in there, I wouldn't be able to dump there.
Yeah, no kitchen waste and stuff.
Right.
No food. Okay, so you had this career in oil and gas. You were traveling a bunch, and baby comes along. You're like, man, I want to be around. Which is like, what a wonderful reason to stay home. What made you choose the construction industry as your pivot? Like, why not, try to get an office job or do something else?
Oh, this will be a long-winded answer, but I actually had an office job.
Okay.
And I was so used to making pipeline money.
Uh-huh.
You come home, you're not used to,
Smaller budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to make hamburger helper tonight, that type of stuff. And so my brother is super successful in the oil field. He's out west and everything, and he got me hooked up on the seismic job. So I was at engineering firm in Fort Worth for the past 4 years, and this came along, and it was money I couldn't pass up for, this month. This is going to be 6 months and, make more in that 6 months than you would 2 years at the office job. So it's like,
that's awesome, man. That's so okay.
I'll go do this, and then whatever happens. Kind of compress that down. We thought about coming home, and we wanted to buy some laundry mats because we own a quadplex in Mineral Wells, and this is the only reason it got me into the dumpster business is because every time we did a renovation, we'd call dumpster service. Every time you call them, it's some old boy that don't want to talk on the phone, or you're like, can I just get a dumpster? Oh, one day,
yeah,
something like that. And so we went through that 3 different rounds.
Aaron, you just were exactly what Kevin was this summer when we were working on another job. Yeah, before we found you, he's like, oh man, these dumpster guys are just like, what are they doing?
Yeah. It's like I don't want to be hateful, but it was.
You saw a need, and you saw
I saw a need, and both me and my wife are people. How you say that?
People persons. Yeah, people.
They say it plural though. People.
Mm-hmm. We like people.
We like people.
Yeah, extroverts.
That's right. So we knew we could take care of like the customer service and all that. So, we couldn't really find any laundromats for sale, anything like that. And I said, man, let's get into this. And we've been going ever since, and it blew up way faster than we thought it was going to. So,
was it a gamble for you? How much research did you do looking into the dumpster roll-off business?
We did a lot of research. I mean, it was one of those things we paid cash for everything. So it's like, man, it's a lot of money just throw into something. So we researched. The biggest thing is actually getting into it and figuring out, where's your pain points and, stuff like that. I think even, we've been learning since we've been with y'all, and that's kind of why on that Gorman job, I was like, hey, man, we kind of have to change up what we talked about because we're losing money going that far out. You know what I mean? And kind of learning, hey, we might charge this, but, you know, for the diesel and the tires we're going through, all that. I mean, I was going out, you know, 40, 50 miles for jobs, you know. And I think at first you kind of have to just to kind of get your name out there. But just having to refine, you know, down where we, you know, offer our services and kind of doing a mileage thing after that. I mean, just learning after that is kind of what we're going through right now.
So what are pain points? Now you're 6 months into this new business. What are obstacles that you didn't realize were obstacles before you started? So you said tires, distance,
tires and maintenance. So, like a tire on the trailer, I mean, that's about $450 because they're all 16 plies, everything like that. And then,
how often is the dumps? Are they costing you tires? Like, I mean, is the dumps you're dumping in pretty safe? Like, far as like, are you having to like constantly?
For the most part, they're all right. I mean, I sit here and complain about tires, but in 6 months, I've replaced all tires on the truck, but those ones on the trailer are holding up pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the most part, the Kennedale one, it's good. I mean, it's surprisingly, you're sitting there driving over trash. That's what those landfills are. That was another thing when I got into the business was, whoa, we throw a lot of stuff away.
So much waste.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Stephenville dump. I remember when they redid it, and it was you drove down. I mean, it felt like you're in this like comet or asteroid crater.
Yeah.
I mean, you just drove way down in there, and now, heck, you're like, in a matter of a few years,
They're going to be, when I got to Stephenville in 2005, it was, I don't know how deep it was before then, but it looks like it's gone up 40 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm blown
15
away. Like
years,
they said, it is crazy how much we I'm just waiting for like 5,000 years from now, they're going to be like, oh, there was a civilization here. And you're like, no, it was just our dump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They're like, what were they doing?
Yes, that's exactly. It's like, surely they'll be smart enough that these guys were just dumping here.
Yeah, I have a buddy that works at a trash service, local trash service in Mineral Wells and Perrin. That's super great to us. I'll shout them out. JR Disposal. I mean, they keep us busy just because they don't do roll-offs. So people call them, of course, all the time, and they'll just send us work. But he was talking to me, and I was talking about at Kennedale, they got a new pit, you know, way down like you're talking about. He goes, you know those mountains you've been driving? He's like, when I first started, those were pits. And he said eventually those mountains will soak back down to ground level.
That'd be crazy.
I don't understand that, but
just the trash decomposes.
he said he's seen it go up and down multiple times.
That's crazy. And that, so do they just dig it back out?
No, I think it just
settles.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Just think about houses in Detroit. You see pictures of those things. Those, I mean, what are those? 50 years old, and the earth is already consuming them. Like,
if they're not maintained, they're
bring up a picture. The trees are going through, and it's falling back down. I mean, it's going to end up being right back into the earth, like you're talking about.
Well, it's like, if you ever watched those ones on History Channel where it's like, was it like 5 days after or humans are gone? If we all disappear today, it's like 100 years, and you go, but like my dad has an old highway that goes to his property, and that thing was abandoned, I think, in the 60s. I don't know. I'm at the timeline. I may be wrong, but it's gone. Like, I mean, I guess if you dug down with the soil, and it's up, it's not like it just flooded. It's just the grass and the soil, and it's underneath, and you don't see it no more. It's in a field. It's in a coastal field, and it's like the highway's gone. Like it's kind of
and that's what I bet you dig down right now and find pieces, but 1,000 years from now, it's gonna
they uncovered some of those Roman roads that just were gone, but they're still there. Like you said, they're there, but they're